Good morning. Just got to the house. It's about 6:30 in the morning. I did schedule another 2-day sale for today and tomorrow. It is during the week, Thursday, Friday, so I did some thinking over the weekend, and I think having the sale on Saturday last time was just too much competition. I just got drowned out by all the other sales. I did some research online, and it seems a lot of the big estate sales, they hold them during the week, which at first I thought was kind of weird, but now it's making sense because people who go to estate sales, they usually don't work or they're retired, so they can afford to go during the week and just buy all the good stuff. So I'm trying Thursday, Friday this time. We'll see how it goes. Hoping it goes pretty well. I saw just maybe 4 or 5 other sales for Thursday, and a few more than that for Friday. But overall, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm in pretty good spirits this morning. I've kind of made a decision in my head that this stuff just really needs to get out of here. I'm going to do a lot more donating this trip, depending on when the sale ends and how tired I am. But I need to start focusing more on the crafting stuff. There's a lot of doll making and miniature things here, so I think that's going to be my next focus. So I think this is going to be the last round of just selling the household stuff. But it's time to just move forward, move on past the household things. I'm just not going to get a whole lot of money for them. If I get anything, I think there's a lot more value in a lot of the crafting and quilting supplies. So I can't keep having yard sales, just trying to sell this dollar stuff. It's just, I need to move on, and if I stay here trying to sell this candles and all this stuff, I just feel like I'm going to be here forever, drowning in this mess. I got my visit from Mr. Cat. It's raining outside. Come inside from the rain? Oh, he wants his breakfast. It's raining. Oh my gosh. What is going on? Snow, rain. Ugh, I just can't catch a break. Just haven't had the best luck with sales lately. Well, it's still pretty early, still have an hour to go. Hoping it'll clear up. If not, there's always tomorrow. Otherwise, I'm pretty much done with this stuff. It's going out of here whether I sell it or not. Also, I just found these new inbox items. We have the Mr. Coffee iced tea maker, microwave popcorn popper, and an Air Crazy popcorn popper. I'm going to try these on eBay. They're all brand new in the box. I don't understand why would she buy new things and not use them. Why she had 2 popcorn poppers and never used them. I don't know. I'm baffled. But they're going out of here. So I've been open for about an hour. I've had 3 people stop by and I made $2. I have a feeling this whole weekend is just going to be a waste of time and effort. One of the ladies that was here commented about how it was kind of slow here, and I asked her if she had been to other sales, and she was at one other one, and she said it was pretty busy. There was about 20 people there. And then she said, well, you've had the sale before, right? And I said, yeah. And she said, well, they probably recognize the address. That's why nobody's over here. So I'm thinking that's probably a good reason why. Even though I put in my ad new stuff, I took all new photos. I added all the kitchen stuff, which I didn't have out the first sale. But I guess they just recognize the address and assume it's the same stuff, and I can understand that. It's just kind of a bummer. And so I was thinking, oh, I need a different address. Move the stuff over to another house or something. Like, well, maybe I can rent an Airbnb, but they're usually furnished and full of things, and I don't really have any way of transporting everything over there other than using the pickup and just taking multiple trips. I don't know. But I'm always thinking of creative ideas like that. So I just have a feeling it's going to be another slow weekend. Kind of a wasted trip. But that's how it goes. You live and learn. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and cancel tomorrow's sale since today is just really dead. I don't think tomorrow's going to be any better. And I'm just going to start working out in the garage, pulling out all of the doll making kits and all the miniatures, doll houses, and like miniatures stuff she has. And next sale, I'm just going to do doll making stuff. She has a bunch of doll making magazines here I can just give away for free. So it'll just be just all new stuff, just whatever's left over in the living room, which is quite a lot of stuff. I'm just gonna have to donate it, I guess. So, I mean, no use wasting my time up here sitting around twiddling my thumbs, waiting for people to show up. It's just not having the best of luck right now. And I don't want to sit around here doing nothing. So, just going to move forward, plow ahead, work on the doll making stuff tomorrow. Hopefully I can get all that set up, have pictures taken, and then come back following new weekend and have the sale. I think that's a plan for now. And we'll see how the morning goes. So it's raining, and I brought most of the stuff inside. So it's about 12 o'clock. I'm just gonna call it a day. I made $41. I canceled the sale for tomorrow. I just don't see the point. I don't think anybody's gonna show up. If they do, it's not really worth the small amount of money I would make when I could be doing a whole lot more prepping for the next show. So I did some more thinking, and some of the nicer items I have left over, I'm just going to box them up, put them in the garage, maybe bring them back out for a future sale in a few months when people have kind of like forgotten about them. So I'm pretty disappointed today, but what can you do? That's the way it goes. I don't know if the weather played a factor. I didn't see any rain in the forecast, so I'm a little surprised. But you can always try again later. Just gotta move forward and keep trying to get the house empty. And what I'm doing right now is boxing everything up that's in the living room and either putting it in the pickup truck to be donated or out in the garage to bring back for a later sale. And my goal is to really have the living room just completely empty. I'm going to need all the space I can get for the quilting and fabric sale. There's just so much fabric. I probably need the whole house empty just to display it all, but I'll see how it goes with the living room empty first. I am going to take better photos of all the furniture and try to sell them online. Probably eBay, as well as a few other sites I found that are similar to eBay. One is called App Deco, and there's one called EBTH, where bidders can buy the furniture and they arrange their own shipping and pickup from your house. I've tried calling local resale furniture stores and they're just not interested in this style of furniture. It doesn't sell. It's not popular in Arizona where I'm at, really anywhere in Arizona. It would probably do better in some place like Los Angeles or Southern California, where that mid-century modern style is really popular. I haven't had much luck contacting out-of-state furniture stores. They don't want to pay for the shipping out of state. And what I'm doing right now is I'm in the garage and I'm pulling out all of the doll making stuff I can find to bring it into the house for the doll making sale. It is freeing up a lot of space in the garage, which I'm happy about, and I was able to make enough space to put the items from the living room out in the garage that I'm going to sell at a later date. A lot of people might say it's just too much work. Why are you putting it out in the garage and then bringing it back into the living room? Like, just get rid of it, Mindy. And I probably should do that, but there's just a part of me that says I need to get as much money for this stuff as I can. Some of it's really nice stuff, and I just can't bring myself to donate it just yet. So I'm going to try at another sale. A lot of people commented, why don't I leave the furniture in the house and rent it furnished? And as a landlord, I don't like renting houses furnished because the renters usually ruin the furniture, and when they move out, I usually just have to trash it, or they've just ruined it so much I have to replace it while they're still there, or they break it, and it just ends up being an extra expense and hassle than I really wanted. And as a landlord, I like to provide my houses as bare bones as possible. Like, honestly, I take out the microwave if there's a microwave over the range, take out the garbage disposal, pretty much anything that's not required to be in the house, just because it's less expense. When something breaks, you don't have to replace it, and it doesn't really affect the amount of rent I can charge or the desirability of the house. I found renters, they're not going to turn down a house because it doesn't have a garbage disposal. So that's kind of my little landlord secret. So I just don't want to deal with renting a house furnished. It's just too much work and hassle, and I don't want to see the furniture get ruined because it's really high quality. My parents imported it from Europe. They had it shipped over. And I would just rather see it go to a good home, to somebody who loves and appreciates it and will take as good a care of it as my parents did. Why don't I sell individual items on Facebook, like some of the smaller items that are under $20? And the reason I don't do that is because I'm only at the house 1 to 2 days out of the week, and when somebody messages me on Facebook saying they want to come look at something or they want to buy it, they're not going to wait for me to go up to the house on the weekend. They want their stuff right now. They don't want to wait. They don't have patience. I've tried doing that in the past, and I'll message somebody saying well, I'll be there Friday. Do you want to come look at it then? And they say, yeah, yes. And then Friday comes around and I message them and they don't respond. I don't hear back from them. So they've either lost interest or they found something else that they like better. So it's really hard to sell on Facebook if you don't live at your house full time, I've found. So it's just not an ideal situation for me selling things on Facebook Marketplace, even though I think it's a great idea and I have done that at the house I live in now. It's just not ideal for this situation because I'm not living at the house full time. Do I know where Mr. Cat lives? I actually do not know where he lives. I do see him at a particular house on the street. I don't know if he lives there, though. I do see him visit other houses, kind of wandering around in their yard. I don't know if anybody else feeds him. I really don't know that much about him, other than he likes to visit me, which I'm happy about because I always enjoy his company. Have I ever been married? Do I have kids? No, I've never been married. And no, I do not have children. Not for lack of wanting marriage or kids. When I was in my 20s, I did want to get married and have children. It's just something that never worked out. It just never happened for me. So I've been single my entire life, and I've learned a lot about myself being single, and I don't think I would have accomplished the things that I have so far in my life if I did have children. I know raising children takes a lot of time and effort, and looking back on how my life turned out, I don't know if I would have been an entrepreneur if I had children. And being single, I have learned how to do a lot of things on my own. I've traveled alone. I've lived alone. I've done pretty much everything alone. And people tell me I'm so brave for doing all these things alone, and really I just didn't have any other option. It's either travel alone or don't travel at all, or wait for somebody to come along and then travel, and I'm not going to put my life on hold waiting for somebody to show up so I can do all these things with. So I just went ahead and did them alone, and it all turned out great. I don't have any regrets. I've learned how to handle a lot of situations all by myself, and it just made me a stronger person because of it. So we all have our own journeys in life, and being solo was my journey. All right, we got the truck loaded up. It's all going out, being donated. I think I'm doing pretty good for today. Got a lot done. My mind is in a much better place right now. It's kind of like, just get rid of it. So I'm not too sure how well this doll making stuff is going to sell. I don't see a lot of it posted online. I don't know of any clubs or anything in this area that do that. I guess just have a sale, see how it goes. I'll just try the doll making stuff either next weekend or the one after that. And then I'll try and see if I can get to the quilting stuff and fabric. I really need to get this entire living room cleared out just because there's so much fabric, but that's a worry for another day. I'm really exhausted right now. It's about 4:30. I think I'm just going to take a shower, eat some dinner. I found another box of photos, some more vintagey stuff I can probably put on eBay. And that's my plan for the rest of the day. So I thought I'd do a show and tell time. I found this electro stick waxer adhesive wax. I don't even know what this is or what it does, but they're going for about $50 on eBay. That's the sold price. And I found this cool cutlery set. By yearbooks. I actually can't find the whole set on eBay, but I did find these two pieces selling for about $20. I'll have to do some more research and see if I can find the whole set. And I found this box labeled Dad's Office Supplies. So my mom kind of boxed up everything that was on his desk and put it in here. And it's been sitting in the garage for the past 20 years. And some of these things I'm just wondering, like Scotch tape. Why didn't she just put it with her office supplies? Because she had a bunch of Scotch tape that she went out and bought. And electrical extension cords. Why don't you just put it with the other extension cords in the garage? And paper clips. I just thought that was odd. I guess that's what I would do, but she just didn't want to put it with her stuff, I guess. I'm not really sure why there's a golf ball. Must have meant something to my dad, but I don't know. And I found my grandmother's yearbook from 1925. And I thought this was really interesting to look at. She was from Minnesota. Kind of reads like a book. There's so much stuff to read. Not a whole lot of photos. I remember my yearbook had a ton of photos. And this is more like a novel. And I found my step-grandfather's yearbook from 1922. He went to school in Bakersfield, I think. So I thought those were interesting. I'm not really sure what to do with them. I don't really want them. I'd hate to just throw them out. I know you can contact Ancestry.com and send them yearbooks and they upload the photos. I might just contact the schools and ask if they want them for if they have any type of historical collection. I could sell them. I don't know, lots of thinking to do. But those were my finds for tonight. And I'm just gonna chill for the rest of the evening. I don't really know what I'm gonna be doing tomorrow. I guess trying to price out some of the doll making stuff. I'm still on the fence if I should have a sale for that, since there's not as much here as I thought. Unless I throw in some of the other craft stuff. And I'm not sure what to do with all this stuff in the living room. I don't know. I have a lot of thinking to do. But I felt really good taking stuff to be donated today, and I felt like my mom was just telling me to get rid of it. It was never her purpose to burden me with all of this stuff that I have to move and become physically exhausted just by moving all of this. So I feel like she's telling me she feels really bad about it, and she just wants me to just get rid of it in the best way I know how, or however I want to do it. But I feel it wasn't her intent to cause this much pain and work and suffering for me. And it's okay if I just get rid of everything, just donate it all, take the easy way, but I still think I'm going to try to get as much money out of things as I can. I just kind of felt her speaking to me today about that, so. And somebody left a comment that really resonated with me, that kind of mimicked what I was thinking right at that moment. That things are here to make our lives easier, not to burden us. And if they're burdening us, then we really should just get rid of them because they're not serving their purpose. They're hindering us and not helping us. And that's how I really feel right now. So, I feel like I'm kind of on the right track. I'm making progress. I'm seeing stuff leave the house. I'm seeing empty spots open up. I'm really excited to see how the crafting stuff sells. And I'm excited to get rid of everything. So it's just kind of a day-by-day process, I guess. So those are my thoughts for today, and I'll see you tomorrow.